Oh man, I was trying to hold that as long as possible. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I'm alive. Another week.
Yeah, you are. So am I.
Yes, sir. What's up, dude? Talk to me.
Thank the Lord.
Thy Lord or the Lord?
The.
Whatever Lord you believe in, thank him every once in a while, you know.
Yeah.
What are we drinking today?
Little Sierra Nevada. Hazy little thing. IPA.
Little tang.
Little
tang. It's pretty good, actually. You know, I'm not like... I'm kind of retired. I'm semi-retired. I don't chase beer anymore. Just whatever looks good. I mean, I've had enough. These bitches. No, but I'm kidding. But no, like, yeah, just whatever looks good. And there's, honestly, I think everyone's product has become real good lately. Come on, man. What? Get off your high horse if you're still...
Well, you know, we were talking about the other day, just the artwork on some of these beers is pretty awesome too. And sometimes that's
like just, dude, seriously. Like, put out a mediocre product, and just make sure the artwork is pretty good. You're gonna catch my attention. Shout out to all the breweries out there. Last Name Brewing.
It's not a brewing.
It's not a brewing, but this is, so shout out to them.
Yeah.
What's up, player? So what we doing?
I think we're talking about feminism and all that bullshit.
Feminism?
I was talking about that tweet, right? That I saw earlier this week. It was talking about it was a tweet that said that women should take a man's last name.
Yes.
Otherwise, don't marry them.
Dude.
And I saw all the comments that came along with that, as you would imagine.
What do you think about all that?
About what?
All the tweets and all the going back and forth between these chivalrous men on their high horse, thinking that they're better and they're...
Dude, women should take your last name.
Absolutely. If they don't, then what's wrong with them? Smack a bitch. I'm kidding. Yeah, we're actually quite the opposite. You know what? We like to think that we're like against these women, but we're actually kind of like...
Against what women?
Like, sometimes, you know how we try to debunk feminism and be like, it's a bunch of horse shit. But then it's
those
like...
crazy feminists, though, dude, those are a little too extreme, and you know their arguments, like you were saying, are very contradictory because they're doing the same thing that back in the day men would do in terms of like seeing women as property or whatever.
Yeah, it's inverted.
Yeah, so those crazy bitches, I don't know about that, but no, like I mean, yeah, obviously I don't necessarily agree because I don't really. Well, I'm not going to get married anyway, so it doesn't really affect me. But if I were, why not? I mean, like, why just, I'm fine with giving them the option of taking it or not. You know, so my last name's not that cool anyway.
Nah, it's really not.
One of the comments like, take whoever's last name is cooler. Which, it kind of makes sense.
Hey, man. You know? Hey, man. Thumbs war it. Huh? Whoever wins a thumbs war wins that, or flip a coin or something. Really, to me, that's really what it is. And I think, we talked about it, prior to this, and we're trying to see where we even lie. And honestly, I feel like I don't care. I don't care what name you take. If you want to keep yours, that's fine. If you want to go through the hassle of taking mine, that's even fine too. Go through the hassle. I mean, pay whatever fee you got to do. Take a couple hours off of work and go submit the papers or whatever, or do whatever you have to do. That's fine. I mean, I'm not any more flattered than I'd be with other things if you didn't decide to, or if you decided to take my name.
Right. But then you're reading an article about it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So this dates back to about 2013, but I feel like this is, like you mentioned, I feel like this is what this is before the whole real hardcore feminism bullshit was going on, right? So, I think...
Or gender equality.
Yeah, the whole gender equality. Yeah. So, let me see. So, it's actually a woman... So, see? Hey. We're equal here. Women's Health. But they actually interviewed Men's Health subscribers. So, they went from Women's Health to Men's Health. So, they're the inverted of each other, right? So... just some statistics out there from 2013. This could be different now or not, or maybe falls within a certain statistic or whatever, or how do we say that? Bell curve, the whole bell curve.
Yeah.
Right. So, anyways, so I think the first one is 63% of men said that they would be upset if their wives kept their maiden names. 63% of men. I not thinking about it. I don't
So
think
the other, what is it, 36.7 are just a bunch of pussies?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I mean, some of what these guys were saying is like this comment kind of had me kind of rolling. I like to what is it? I like to want her to be part of my family and be proud of her name. It's like, okay, dude. And then this other dude seems even more macho. One family, one name. If she didn't take my name, I seriously question her faith in our lasting, and us lasting as a couple. God damn, can't read. I'm like Floyd Mayweather. And I don't want hyphenated kids. Okay, cool. And then this guy even gets kind of like, almighty and stuff. I believe that the purpose of marriage is raising children, and children take their father's name as a way of identifying paternity. Mothers always have a special bond carrying their young, fathers don't. So passing on our name is our compensation, which I think I don't even think it should even go there. So also, it sounds like she's trying to hang on to her single person, quote unquote, right? Identifying and not identifying with the fact that she's married now. Okay, I can see how dudes would try to try on your girl. I mean, would you? How do you see it when somebody?
Well, this is the thing, though. You see someone with like these days, you see someone with a ring, like meaning they're married, whether it's a guy or a girl, like you still get hit on. I hear like even married men get hit on more than when they're wearing a ring when they're not.
Well, that goes into this.
I mean, no one respects that aspect anymore. Like, when someone's trying to hit on you. So I think that's kind of irrelevant. But going back to the whole identity part, your last name. I can't remember who says this, but he was talking about, or she or whoever was talking about just the identity part of what you want to be proud of, what makes you you, and I think the whole identity aspect too, like, okay, that's completely arbitrary, that's completely random. Whatever last name you got, you were born into it. Like, you have no control over it, right? Unless you change your name, but that's a whole different story.
Well, that actually, what you just said about the identity thing is actually what comes up next. The next kind of statistic, it says 96.3% of men said that they wouldn't take a woman's last name if she asked them to. But some dude said, my name is part of who I am. How does that make it any different than what you're asking your wife to do? Her name is who she is.
No, but I mean, going back, like, just going into that a little more depth into that identity, like, what makes you like you? What identifies you as you? Like, you're Cervantes. There's a bunch of other Cervantes, dude. Like, how does that even differentiate you from those other Cervantes? Like, it doesn't.
You know what?
And there's a bunch of Cervantes who you don't know, right? So, like, just because that's your you go back in history, you trace a bunch of Cervantes, right?
Yeah, of course.
So when people talk about, like, whether it's their last name in this case, for example, or it's their nationality, or it's the team they go for, like, that's what they're proud of. That's what like, dude, that's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, like, you really don't have anything to show in your life that is what identifies you.
So you hear that a lot, right? A lot of people are so proud of their, like, last name. Oh, my last name is Spanish. Well, congratulations. Mine is too. And I don't give a damn. I really don't.
It's like last time you were talking, or I think it was last time you were talking about, like, when you have kids. Oh, you're proud of that. Oh, I'm so proud that I have. The same thing. Like, to me, it's the same idea.
Yeah. What are you proud of?
You didn't come up with that last name. I mean, it was just given to you. Or that, or your nationality, or whatever it is you're proud of.
I've had people shake my hand and introduce themselves and be like, oh, my last name is whatever. You pronounce it like this, but it's actually like this. Oh, by the way, my last name comes from here. I'm like, whoa, bro, relax. I just met you. Like, literally, I've had people.
Let's go on a date first.
Yeah, like, whoa, chill out, dude. Like, I don't see you any more respectfully now. If anything, I think you're a pompous asshole now. and you off-put me. So it's the same thing, dude. I think the whole thing, and some guy even said, call it pride or ego, whatever. It's not happening. So that dude put his foot down.
See, at least he admits that it's his ego, and it's pride. Yeah. So at least I respect that a little more than all the other explanations. But yeah, I mean, it comes down to that. Like, dude, yes, I mean, either like I'm not like we were talking about earlier. I don't care if my wife were to take my name or not, because the only thing, like, going now into the whole the social acceptability of it.
Right.
In that case, yeah, it's kind of weird to say like, oh, I'm Gonzalez and then my wife is something else, right? So in that terms, it's just odd, just because we're used to it, and just that social aspect just does sound weird.
Yeah.
But idealistically, I don't really care. Like, it doesn't really matter if she does take it or not.
So from my example,
I wouldn't take hers, by the way.
You wouldn't? Dude. I think we're all hypocritical, period.
Yeah.
If she had all kinds of money and assets and everything, I'd take whatever you need me to take. I'll be Francisco Johnson. I'll be whatever you need me to be, all right? Just tell me, right? And at that point, I would probably just be married out of, like, just whatever I'm getting out of it, right?
Right.
So it's whatever.
And there's nothing wrong with that either. We're all selfish.
If girls do it, I can do it. Anyway, so we were talking about, okay, so back to the whole, I've met, like, some of my friends, actually, a couple of my friends' parents, now that I think of it, their mom never took their dads. I've never gone to their house and been like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, and I've been, or hi, Mr. Smith, and then I know her last name is not that, and I don't go, hey, Mrs., and then I call her by her maiden name. It's always, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Right.
And you know what? 100% of the time, they're not offended by it.
Right.
So, and I'm not, it just sounds, like you just said, it just sounds weird to split them apart. Like, well, it just doesn't, in my mind, it just doesn't compute.
Well, like we talked about a couple episodes ago, we don't really care for marriage in the first place. So that, in that sense, we don't care because it just makes no sense in itself, right? Marrying and proving to the state that you're married and you're, but if you are going to hold to that idea of marriage, then it almost makes sense. Like, as marriage, you become, this team, right?
Yeah, of course.
So if you become a team, then you have to take one last name or the other.
So check this out.
So but hold on. I mean, I don't want
don't.
I just want to finish. Just like, so to me, it does almost make sense in that kind of like logic behind like marriage, which I disagree. You disagree with, but let's go along with it. If we were to, then it almost makes sense that you kind of do have to adapt one or the other, right? So it's not like each of them keep their own. So in that sense, I do agree that yes, if you're gonna believe in that crap of marriage, then you should definitely stick to one or the other. Choose one, right? Or join yourself. Like, what's the name? The mayor of Los Angeles, not the current mayor, but the other one, Villaraigosa.
The one that's right now.
No, Villaraigosa. Villaraigosa. They combined he combined his last name, which was Villa, I think, and then her was like Raigosa, I guess.
That's gangster. Yo,
well, okay. Some would say that he was whipped.
So, I know, he probably was. But no. I almost interrupted you, but I'm glad you said that. But you said something about team. It's a team. So I met a couple who had been together for 20 years. Check this out, 20 years. And then all of a sudden, they got married. And everyone was like, what? And their own kids were like, Mom, Dad, you guys aren't married? And so even the kids were like, I thought, what the hell? So anyways,
they just bastards?
No. They weren't married. Yeah, well, they were married, right? But they had lived together, and the kids didn't know. They were like, I just thought you guys never took each other's name. Like, we didn't think anything different.
Right.
So when I talked to him, he said, okay, listen, so this is what we did. And he breaks it down as like, look, it's like, at this point, it was like two little corporations that decided to join, and we just happened to sign a paper, and legally we're that. But we combined the assets and did this because we're not, and the way he said it, realistically, I'm not going anywhere. After 20 years, I had the trial run for 20 years. So basically, that's what he was saying. And it was like, dude, that makes so much sense. And they literally did not care what anyone said, whether she had a ring or not.
Right.
She didn't. And they looked like a happy couple.
Right.
And they had their understandings, and that's who they were. And I was like, that's gangster. That's so cool.
Well,
that was cool.
It's not even that it's gangster, but it just makes sense.
Yeah, my expression.
It makes. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. But it makes sense. Like, to me, that makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
To me, like, if two people love each other, what do you have to prove to anyone else? If you sign a paper or not.
Honestly, I feel like they probably did it because they started making a little bit more money. If I'm just hypothetically saying, or something, and tax purposely, I think it made more sense for something. I mean, I don't know. Maybe did it. Maybe they did it. But the way he put it was like, it's just like two little corporations making, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, if you're looking at it like that, then that's more logical than, for me, the people that say, oh no, it's a holy matrimony and we're gonna be together for. It's like, ugh.
That's just an illusion, I think.
Of course.
That's, my opinion. But yeah, dude. Again, yeah.
So you were gonna say something about the Bible.
What was I gonna say?
You're gonna say the whole.
Well, I kind of already referred to it. Just the fact that if you're gonna believe in marriage being this sacred, union of two souls that become one, then yes. I mean, okay, if you're religious, yes, that's what the Bible says.
Because you're going to hell if you have
premarital
sex and kids out of wedlock.
Right.
Those are bastard children.
But okay, so in that sense, you kind of almost automatically have to take it, right? That's just the belief behind it. But again, outside of any religious beliefs, it makes no sense why you would even like that. Again, so like from a social aspect, society, yeah, we all kind of expect or are used to that, right? Like we were talking about earlier.
Right.
You're not gonna call this, the husband by his last name and the wife by her last name. It just makes no sense.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, it's just odd. It just sounds completely weird.
Yeah.
Until that stigma goes away, then I'm fine with just sticking to.
Yeah. There's certain patriarchy. Things. Yes, there's certain things that still just practically make sense. Let's be honest. Let's not rush. There's, like you said, there might be a point where it is completely normal to be like this and that, and people just don't take each other's names anymore. Yes, I get it. And we might get there. We might not. And maybe this might just be a thing of really, I don't know, self-identifying. But I still don't, I don't know.
Well, the whole identity thing, like I said, dude, it's
like,
a
who
bunch
are
of
you?
bullshit.
Well,
I'm Art. Just because that's, my name's Arturo.
No, you're Art. I think you're a brand. You're like, when people say Art, they know who you are. Like, they just say Art. Everyone that I talk to is like, you say the name Art, and they're like, oh, your cousin. Or come on, man, you're famous. Especially with this podcast.
But anyway,
you want to get into that?
I don't know what that
I think this is just kind of a little hilarious right here. Are you already drunk? So anyway, I think I am.
I'm feeling it.
So when men get asked, what do you think about a woman who doesn't take her husband's last name? This is just a couple of the remarks. We can kind of make fun of this or not. She's a strong, independent person. I think that's respectable. This is the other one, like you were just talking about. It's not a close relationship. Now, to add to the fact that people don't give a damn if you have a ring or not, now you don't take, now that's just like, I guess it's like a double, like, in people's mind is like, she's free game. Doesn't matter. So anyways, another one is like, she puts herself ahead of her marriage. This is the funniest one. The sex life is probably terrible. Out of all the things,
I don't know how that
correlates or relates at all. At all. For all we know, they could be having the best sex of their life or whatever.
The relationship is laid back.
Yeah, dude. Laid back. Yeah, that's it. So, I don't know.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with most of these. I think the only thing, like, my impression or my assumption, my automatic assumption would be, like, she's just kind of like this feminist mentality that, I'm not going to take someone else. But then why would she be getting married in the first place? So, I don't know.
We did talk about, this is a thing. There are less masculine men out there. That's just a fact. There's There's men out there that are less masculine, that are less, you know what I mean? Now I'm not even talking about physical, because I've met some little tiny skinny dudes that just feel like they own the world. You know what I mean? Which is okay. Yeah. That's fine. And just like there's less feminine, there is more. What do you call a woman who's like more masculine? I guess
A lesbian. It's true, dude.
Hey,
What else do you call them?
hey, what does a gay horse eat? Hey, what is a
We're digressing too much.
We are. So, anyways, but yeah, like I was saying, so there is those men out there who have no problem in just whatever, and you can tell those relationships, and they just kind of work. They work naturally. I'm no hater for that. I ain't a hater.
Right.
I'm gonna grab me another beer, bro. Hold that thought.
Dude, you can't hold that thought.
Hold that thought. You want one too?
But yeah.
All right.
No, but I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know. We still do live in a patriarchy, and unfortunately, even though many are trying to change that, but the thing is that just biologically, we're kind of like we're kind of are a patriarchy,
Yeah, of course.
And it almost feels like unnatural to go against it, but I mean, I understand that, and I'm not, I like to think myself as a progressive and to get out of those norms, but if it is in fact in our biology, then it's really never going to happen successfully.
Yeah, and that brings a whole nother fact that these people try to go against. Is some of this stuff is we're just hardwired to do, and a lot of this stuff we really just do it because guess what? Our DNA, it's in our DNA. And now, is this one of those things? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know.
In my opinion, from all what I've read and analyzed,
you're a well-read guy.
I do believe that there is something to it. There is some substantial arguments for it, but who knows? I mean, maybe there's some flaws in there that it's not completely that way, but as of now, it's just hard for me to see it otherwise. But I mean, okay, that doesn't necessarily go, or it's an argument for changing your name or not. Of course. But at the end of the day, I mean, like, okay, last names are originated from just where you were from,
clans,
right?
Just clans,
yeah. So again, I think just for in sake of argument about the last name, yeah, you kind of have to decide on one, and if you're gonna hyphenate it, which I think is kind of stupid.
That is kind of dumb.
But yeah, just from an idealistic point of view, it kind of makes sense. It's just odd, I guess. I'm just not used to it too much.
Like hyphenated?
Yeah, like when you combine both. Or I mean, hyphenated. Yeah, I guess. You combine both, like Cervantes and her name hyphenated.
Like Johnson and Johnson. What if they both? That would be a trip if both of them had the same last name. No, I'm not taking your name. No, I'm not taking your name. They're just a battle and they just Taylor. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I don't know. That just
sounds dumb, right? Like, but that's just some of the stuff. It's dumb. Like again, I will re-say it again. And if my future wife is out there, whoever you are or might be, and see this 10 years from now, I will still be okay with you not taking my last name. I'm okay with that, baby. It's all good. It's all good. I love you. But anyway, so that's just what I'm saying, dude. Like, a lot of this stuff is just horseshit. And we're just trying to bring different points of view.
I don't know if we mentioned it or not, but in terms of like making it legal and all that, you're gonna pay that to the state, to the government. It's just like it's like, dude, why bother with that shit? Like giving your money back to them.
Okay, so back on the thought of like marriage and stuff, and how it's almost a joke nowadays. Because think about it, you gotta go and yes, I said it's a joke. You gotta go and sign a bunch of paper, pay marriage license $150. And then, okay, cool. Then say it doesn't work out because we're just whatever. Excuse me. Now we got to pay 10 times as that. Some dude said, if she doesn't take, what is it? She won't take your name, but she will take half your shit.
Half of your money.
Half of your money. So I'm telling. So I hope you guys get where we're coming from and how silly all this kind of sounds.
Yeah, dude.
It's really kind of silly, dude. And like we keep saying, at the end of the day, if I'm gonna respect you, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna do it regardless of a paper or not, because you are important to me and you're relevant to me in my
I
life.
think as long as there's respect
That's a big
among
one.
both, both sides, between both sides, then I don't really care if you take my last name. Just don't take half of my money. But if you take my last name or not, who cares? It's the last name. Everyone knows you're married. Everyone, like everyone
Everyone's still gonna
understands
call
that.
her Mrs. Gonzalez.
Right, because we still live in a patriarchy.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. I mean, like a lot of this is kind of. I'm completely for the whole, like we're all equal in that sense. In terms of, we're not equal in terms of like, oh, men and women are the same. No, but in terms
Biologically,
of
we're not
like,
equal.
respecting each other and trying to, because there's also a lot of games that go on, especially when you're dating and all that, right?
Yeah, dude,
And that's like,
it's literally a game thing. Think about it. I'm not gonna text for it because he hasn't texted for his. What time? What's like? Think about it. What's texting too much? What's texting too early? It's like a freaking game we play. If you really
Right.
feel like, just go ahead and text me, dude. Go ahead, or I'll text you back. Guess what? If I hit you all day, doesn't mean I'm not thinking about you. It's just, it's not on my list.
You're busy.
Yeah, it's not on my list of things to do. Now if it gets past noon and you haven't hit me up, I'm gonna hit you up like, hey, what's up, girl?
Yeah, dude.
What's good with you? Like, what the hell? With my nothing? Am I chopped liver over here? You
But
find
this is
yourself
already
another
past
guy?
the game stage, right? So, like, assuming this past the game stage, and now just respect each other, both sides. Don't
Put your
play
fucking foot down,
bullshit.
guy. Put your foot down.
Yeah, don't be a pussy either.
Yeah, don't be a pussy either, dude. Like, literally, don't be a girl. Whatever, I said it. Don't be that. But we gotta do one on equality, like physical equality. How we're not like no one's equal. I think that's a good one.
Yeah,
I think that's a good one.
I think most people are kind of.
I can't bear a child and go through that pain. They're super people when it comes to bearing children. And guess what? They have no choice. They had to do that.
But the thing is that there are biological explanations behind that too, because you also get, like women get these. I don't know if it's hormones or certain things that take into effect when you're having birth, when you're having or during labor, that you're able to do that. And biologically, men are weaker. Like our immune systems are weaker, right?
Oh yeah.
So like you always see. We're getting off topic here.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But you know how you always hear like, oh, men are a bunch of babies when they get sick. They're like, but
we are.
But the thing is that
it
does affect us more biologically. It does affect us more. Our immune systems are weaker in that sense, and that's why like there's more women than men when it comes to like ratios and
because a lot
population.
of men die.
But initially, there are more male babies born than female babies. Thing is that there are those weaknesses that more male children die.
Yeah.
Earlier, and also because we're kind of reckless too, and then we do stupid things that eventually kill us, and then women do the population of women.
Sons of Arthritis. Ibuprofen chapter. I love old men.
Anyways,
we're just gonna end it here. We've gone off course, but hey, it is what it is. Put your foot down. If that's what you believe in, that's what you believe in. But also, come on, guys, lighten up. If she doesn't want to take your last name, doesn't mean she's gonna be a bad wife or feels independent or like maybe she just doesn't want to take it.
All right, we have about a minute left, so since we kind of run out of stuff to say on this.
We kind of do.
We do have a podcast on Apple and Spotify and all that. So if you care to just listen to us instead of watching our ugly faces, go for it.
We're not that handsome.
So go for it. I think the link should be below. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you very much.
Until next time.
We love you all.